Hello. Okay, Andrea here. I'm a pharmacist, and I want to tell you like a testimonial for a young girl that I helped. She was like a teenager, IBS, chronic all the time. It interfered with her school. She couldn't hold a job, in the bathroom all the time. She had tried every prescription for IBS. Linzess, Xifaxan, Levsin. These drugs just help with the symptoms. She had had all of the tests, colonoscopies, blood work. Her parents even took her to the Mayo Clinic. They just told her to put more fiber in her diet. And I love the Mayo Clinic. Nothing against them, but she was just devastated. She wanted somebody to tell her what was wrong so she could fix the problem, since none of the prescriptions worked for her. And she just wanted to get better. So, I just felt horrible for her. So I started doing some research, and I found something called leaky gut syndrome. And it's not even your doctor won't talk about that because it's not even a recognized diagnosis. In fact, any articles I found from like medical people, like Cleveland Clinic, it was almost kind of a snarky, like it was this thing that holistic doctors talk about, like it's quackery or something. So I'm like, well, nothing else is working, so. But basically the way it's explained is that the way it's supposed to work, when you digest food, the stomach starts to break down the food, and then as it goes into the small intestine, the nutrients and water and all the good stuff leaks out into your bloodstream from the gut to nourish you, give you supplements, minerals, vitamins, etc. And that's why it's supposed to work. But with leaky gut, the holes are too big. And so when you're digesting food, larger particles are coming out that would normally be considered waste, and it would be normally go into your the fecal matter, which is the part of your food, the toxins and all that. So when this gets leaked out, your body's immune system starts to attack it, and you get chronic inflammation because your body's trying to get rid of it to help you. And so with this chronic inflammation, it can give you the symptoms of IBS, the cramping, the bloating, the diarrhea, or constipation, but still the cramping, and it's just debilitating. You're in the bathroom all day long. So it's just like, I found a product, it's called Gut Alive, G-U-T Alive, Gut Alive, and it helps to, and I found it on a website for a holistic doctor. And he says it just repairs the lining of the intestines. It has like a zinc supplement, and it has some herbals, like licorice was one of them. And it just, all these things just help to mend the lining in the intestines, so it's supposed to work properly. They also say it helps with heartburn. A lot of people are on those proton pump inhibitors forever. We used to, those used to be dispensed to people. They took them every single day for years. And that, I never really thought that was a big problem, but recently, and it may not have been recently, but I found it where these things are being linked to stomach cancer and even possibly linked to Alzheimer's. That just came out. So those are really only supposed to be used as needed or short term, not for the rest of your life. You also can be malnourished too, because you're not getting your food isn't being broken down properly because the stomach acid is being disrupted. So anyway, this Gut Alive can help with that too. But I suggested this to her, and after 2 weeks, she's like, this is actually helping me. And it's been like 5-6 years now she's been on this, and she's like 95%. Has a normal life, happy, just the sweetest kid. So when I was researching this leaky gut, what I discovered was it's associated with other chronic diseases that they tell you, sorry, here's a pill, but there's nothing we can do. See, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it anymore because I never understood that. It's linked to possibly getting rid of fibromyalgia, which is where the person says, I have pain all over. And if you look at the medical explanation of that, they have no idea what causes it. That's what it literally says. It's probably hereditary. There has to be a reason for that. So this leaky gut, in this article I was reading, could cause that, those symptoms. So I'm just saying, also autoimmune diseases, huge. Arthritis, it's because you have chronic inflammation, and it just presents at the doctor's office differently for different people. So one person might say, I have IBS. One person might say, I have pain everywhere in my joints and muscles. I don't know. Another person presents with arthritis. It's inflammation in their joints. So I don't know. These leaky gut is caused from toxins damaging the lining, the food. Clean up the food, people. And there's drugs that can disrupt that, like NSAIDs. Most people know that. Like ibuprofen. Over time, those can disrupt the lining, causing ulcers and stuff like that. So, I don't know. This stuff really, really worked for her. And if you go to their website, you can see testimonials for people that had so much help with heartburn, like acid reflux problems. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to get people better so that they don't have to just suffer and taking tons of pills that they might possibly be able to get off of. Because I just really, this whole thing about it's your genetics, bad genetics, I'm not buying that anymore. Stop the toxins to stop some of these chronic diseases so that we take your pills chronically. No more. So anyway, that's my spiel for today.